Tullahassee Recreational Loop, just outside of Muskogee, Oklahoma. This is a Army Corps of Engineers campground. It has some services. It does not have electricity. It does have water. This seems to be a new addition. You can see it looks like they just ran the water line. There is garbage pickup, a couple of dumpsters here, a vault toilet right over there. You can see that. Didn't go in there, but there is one available. No showers, but there's water. And there's a nice little playground. It looks like it's brand new. Has seesaws that, quite honestly, are too tall for kids. We had a hard time getting on them. So your children, I don't know, you could lift them up there maybe, but they're definitely going to need assistance. 3 swings and a nice little playground area that's mulched. This is surrounded by the Verdigris River, and it's beautiful here. This time of night you can barely hear a little bit of road noise. I think the road noise is primarily from 412 or from 69, I'm not sure, but there's a little bit of road noise, but most of the time it's really quiet. There are 15 campsites here. The sun is going down and it's gorgeous. We are in site number 6. As you can see, we're right there. It's a good site. It's a little close to site number 7, which happens to be over there. No one's in there. There's only us and one other van camper. And the van camper is at site number 15, way over there. Try to get a better view of it tomorrow. That's the best site, hands down. If you go on recreation.gov and that site's available, definitely take it. There's nobody around you. It's right on the water. It's gorgeous. There are picnic tables throughout, lantern hooks at each one of the campsites. There's a boat ramp right over there with parking for anglers. We've been fishing all day. We caught one little catfish, but you know, hey, a good day fishing beats a bad day fishing beats a good day at work anytime. So like I said, there's limited services here. No dump station, no electricity, but there is water and trash pickup. You can reserve these sites on recreation.gov. $10 a night, standard price. $5 a night if you have a interagency access pass. So right outside of Muskogee, Oklahoma, not far off of I-40, I-44. Really nice place if you're coming through central Oklahoma. This is a good stop. All right, more later, hopefully more fish. So this is the best site in the whole campground. It's site number 15, and there's no one on either side of you. It backs right up to the river. It's really great. The only reason we didn't reserve it is because it was already reserved by these lucky people. So we were out kayaking yesterday, and we saw a ton of snakes. I saw one that I'm pretty sure was a moccasin, and I also saw one that I have no idea what it was. It's a very beautiful green snake, but there are a lot of snakes here. So there, as you can see, there's a cedar tree out here, which is beautiful. There are several of those trees out in the river. You just want to stay away from them. You don't want to kayak under them or even stand under them because the snakes will they'll get up in the trees. We saw one yesterday several times that was sunny in a tree, and so just be really careful here. It's gorgeous, but you don't want to swim here, and be careful when you're kayaking. So our chair blew over in the wind, and now we need to pick it up, and Joanne saw that there was a snake in there. So we're going to try to pick it up without getting hurt.
Or hurting the snake. We don't want to hurt the snake. We just don't want him to be in our chair.
Looks like he might have already vacated.
Maybe he's gone already.
They move pretty fast.
But could be.
Oh, no snake. Looks like we're good. He vacated the premises already.
That's good.
Pretty much if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone.
But this is really a prime habitat for a snake to get into. That and underneath. And so you don't want to reach your hand down or even your foot. Get something long like an oar, a broom, a stick, and make sure that there's nothing in there.
Looks like the coast is clear. Yay!
So we're getting ready to wrap up our stay here in Muskogee. And a few things that we really loved about this campground. It's small, which is why we like it. It's really quiet at night. Actually, there are only 2 people here, us and another camper down at 15 that we showed you have been here this whole time. And this is Saturday. This is Saturday afternoon. One family came over here and fished this afternoon. And the only other person who resides here is the camp host, whose name is John. Lovely guy. Came and met us the first night. There are picnic tables, barbecues, fire pits, and fish cleaning stations at each campsite. You have water access from just about every campsite, so you can fish right off of your site, put your canoe or boat in. There's a boat ramp here, and there's a really nice dock that was just done. They just redid all of the water spigots, which are not at each site, but they are throughout the campground. Those are brand new. The identifying numbers, which ours happens to be 6, are all brand new. They have done some work here on the playground. We were using the seesaw yesterday, and the water pressure is great here. The phone service is really good. Deborah was able to work from home here and have meetings, so that was great. The sunsets at number 6 are spectacular. We're getting ready to have our last sunset here in Muskogee, and we just love Oklahoma. Oklahoma is really a beautiful place. We've met very kind people, and I don't think that there's anything else. Any drawbacks? Well, don't leave your trash out, not that we did, at night, because they have the hugest raccoons that I have ever seen. And right now the leaves are falling, and there's pecans falling onto the ground. So about 10 o'clock at night they would come out here and make a whole lot of noise gathering these pecans. So they were quite hefty, and I would not want to mess with one of those on that size coon. These are not typical tiny coons that you find in upstate New York where we're from. These are massive mamas, and I would not want to mess with one of those coons at night. So if they go after your fries, let them have it. No swimming here. There are a lot of snakes here. We have seen lots and lots and lots of snakes, very big snakes. There are water moccasins here. There are water snakes that to be very aware of. As Deborah said, if you are kayaking here, if you are fishing with a boat, you would not want to be underneath any trees and any overhanging brush. Also, there's lots of lily pads out here, and I've seen snakes just come up to the top and lay on top for sun, and you don't really know that they're there because they're very camouflaged. So beware about going too close to the shore. Stay in the middle of the channels and you'll do just beautifully here. This is not a place where you would want to stick your feet in the water if you're down there sitting on that dock, because they have very huge and numerous snapping turtles, and of course snakes that I just said. There are numerous kinds of fish here, so you can have pretty much your choice. There's bluegill, trout, crappie. No trout. Okay, there's bluegill, crappie, sunnies, catfish. Caught a small catfish and threw it back the first day, and that's it. It's a wonderful place to come, so I would come here again for sure. We are heading out tomorrow for Texas.